Right to go. Line has now been completed. They're off and racing. Ishkur jumped away well. Adret snag right back to last early, and now Clean 'em Up is going to drive forward with Ukai looking for the lead as well. Flagship's going to go up there, but Ukai has got a little too much speed, and Ukai goes to the front from Clean 'em Up, and on the outside then Flagship travelling third. A length and a half behind those. Next of all is Perfect Chant. Down on its inside Ishkur just in front of Define Beautiful, who sits a shade wide. Followed further back then by Amjad. The stablemates were behind those. I'm Crafty, I'm Napoti, and further back Mia Gusto outside of Adret had found the rail. At the 500 metres mark towards the turn, Ukai going along well in front, leads clearly from Flagship. Down on the inside, Clean 'em Up, has to steady coming into the turn, waiting on that cutaway. Then Perfect Chant about to sneak up behind them and is now starting to travel into the race as Ukai lets down. Further back to Fine Beautiful, Ishkur behind those, followed by Amjad. Ukai the leader, Flagship, Perfect Chant down the outside joining in. Clean 'em Up near the rail, and they're followed further back by I'm Napoti, running on with Ukai kicking, now driving through I'm Crafty. I'm Crafty has dashed through on the inside of Ukai, grabbed the lead, and first up I'm Crafty. I'm Crafty has won, scored from Ukai. Clean 'em Up is there, Flagship, and also I'm Napoti down the outside. Right behind those then came Adret, Ishkur, Flagship pulling up just behind that group soon after. Over on the outside behind the Mia Gusto, Define Beautiful also stopping quickly in the run on, and likewise Perfect Chant, who peaked in the final stages but has beaten a few to the line, just pulled up very quickly after they'd pulled up. Well, the scene changed there very quickly with I'm Crafty. Clint Johnston Porter resuming and sprinting through after Ukai had been joined headed but fought back to regain the lead, only to have I'm Crafty size it up and ping it in the last bound or two. Returning today for Brad Senior, Clint Johnston Porter delivers on I'm Crafty, a $14 pop SP by Starcraft, the 5-year-old, with its third victory, and delivers over Ukai Brandon Louis. 5 I'm Napoti has got third in a blanket go, stablemate of the winner. And also there, Clean 'em Up near the rail, just in front of Flagship. Perfect Chant probably beat 2 or 3 to the line there, but there was no more than 2 lengths virtually from first to last. It was a blanket contest, race 7. For Mrs. A Senior, RJ Baxter, Mrs. EK Baxter, M. George F. and Brad Senior, prepared by Brad and ridden by Clint Johnston Porter, defeating Ukai by Snippered Sun, Justine Erkelen's Brandon Louis, and third home I'm Napoti by Gingerbread Man, trained by Brad Senior and written by Lucy Fury. A great result for Brad. 3/4 and a short neck with the margins in 1:12.04. They've come home in 35.25, but certainly the scene changed there in the last 75 metres rather quickly. The last event at 5:41, the Swan Draft Handicap, number 6 Surround Me and 13 The Rooster have both been withdrawn. Let's take you back downstairs, and what a lovely result this is for trainer Brad Senior in the 7th.
Thanks, Darren. Absolutely. I'm Crafty resuming as a winner, and what a turn of foot he showed later as Brad Senior joins me now. Brad, congratulations on the win. Some training performance. First up at 1,200 metres. Did you feel like he was sharp enough to run a big race today?
Yeah, Lockie, thank you. We deliberately put him in this race up in class and down in distance to get him to settle. He's been working very good at home. And at the track, the girls have been very happy with him. We deliberately, as I say, put him in the 1,200, but I was pretty confident he'd hit the line very hard, and a beautiful ride from Clint. You know, once he'd settled, that's all he had to do, you know. He's come back this time a lot more mature and sensible, so I think that's helped a lot.
Last campaign, he stretched out to 2,200 metres. The pursuit to get him to relax, is that in hope that you can get him out in trip this time in once again and he can really go through his grades?
Yeah, I don't think he was mentally ready for the 2,200, maybe a bit of trainer error there. But I also think it's taught him to settle as well, you know, and Jason, you know, rides him and Clint can't, and he done a great job to teach him a lot last preparation, and it's paid off today, yeah.
The stablemate looks like he's returned in really nice order as well.
Yeah, they've both been working super, and I couldn't split them, and, you know, probably a little short for Nipper today, but there's a couple of good races coming up for him, so.
A great training performance, well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Brad Senior after the win of I'm Crafty, I'm Napoti flashing home. into third as well on his resumption, but Brad Senior takes honours in race number 7, and a great ride from a very much informed Clint Johnson-Porter.
Certainly was. Clint's about to join us after the first victory of I'm Crafty. Now, Clint, probably a horse that the cutaway style of racing was going to suit today.
Yeah, definitely. With that draw, he's always going to sort of ride him back and cut the corner as best as I could.
Coming to the top of the straight, do you think he'd have a turn of foot like that?
Oh, not really. Look, I was sort of unfortunate. He ran into other rides last prep. I've always liked this horse, and Bobby Baxter, who owns the horse, he gave me my first job when I was a little kid. I would go around and tip feeds in the Arvo. So, look, it's good people deserve a good horse.
Come a long way since then.
Oh, yeah, he's messaged me when I won my first Group 1, and he was over the moon. He said, "Oh, look, don't remember where you come from," and I said, "Never will, Bobby."
It's always nice to ride winners for good people. Well done, Clint.
Definitely, thank you.
There's CJP combining with Brad Senior and I'm Crafty. Really stylish performance back at the races here today. First up, takes out the penultimate here at Belmont.